Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. We are so thankful to Dulaxi for sponsoring this episode. Your support makes these explorations possible. Today we're going to be looking at Class Vee's journey as an artist, and especially through the lens of her latest single, I Didn't Love Myself.
Right.
You might know her from her catchy pop and R&B hits like House Party, which have garnered thousands of streams.
Yeah.
But this new ballad takes a different direction.
Yeah.
Delving into the depths of self-love and healing.
It's really fascinating how an artist, known for upbeat and energetic tracks, chooses to navigate such vulnerable and introspective themes.
Yeah.
Often this signals an evolution in their artistry, a desire to connect with their audience on a more profound level.
Mm-hmm.
It's about sharing a piece of their heart, a journey they've been through.
Yeah, and I'm particularly intrigued by how the article points out the song's departure from the typical ballad formula.
Okay.
They highlight the hauntingly beautiful music, starting with a soft piano melody. Then there are these subtle layers of delicate reverb strings and what they call a heartbeat-like rhythm. It's all very intentional and creates this melancholic yet contemplative atmosphere.
That heartbeat rhythm really struck me. It's almost like we're experiencing Class V's own anxiety and vulnerability in those moments.
Yeah.
Adding another layer of depth to the song's emotional landscape. And you're right, the minimalist approach is a deliberate choice. It allows the raw emotion of the lyrics and vocals to shine through. It's as if Class V is saying, this is my story, and I'm sharing it with you bare and unfiltered.
And that brings us to her vocals.
Yeah.
They're described as stunning and delicate. But what I find truly fascinating is how they emphasize the natural flaws,
Oh, yeah.
the cracks and breaks,
Yeah.
as part of the song's authenticity.
It's a brilliant choice.
Yeah.
Instead of aiming for perfectly polished vocals, she embraces those imperfections to create a sense of raw genuineness. Imagine if those subtle cracks were smoothed over with studio magic. It wouldn't feel as intimate and vulnerable, right? There's a growing appreciation for that unfiltered human quality in music. It allows us to connect with the artist on a deeper level, recognizing their shared human experience.
Yeah.
It makes the song feel more relatable.
Absolutely. Makes you feel like she's right there with you, sharing her story, heart and soul.
Yeah.
And this story, as we've touched upon, goes beyond just pain and regret. It dives into the complexities of self-discovery and ultimately healing.
Yes. The lyrics explore the effects of self-neglect and emotional distress. But what's remarkable is how Class V balances that darkness with a sense of optimism. It's not about dwelling in the past, but acknowledging it, learning from it, and moving forward.
Right.
It's a journey of self-discovery, and that journey implies growth and transformation.
And that's what makes I Didn't Love Myself so compelling. It's
Yeah.
not just a sad song. It's an anthem of resilience and hope. It's about recognizing our own struggles and finding the strength to move towards self-love and acceptance. But I'm curious, the article also mentions the brilliant use of restraint in the instrumentation. Could you elaborate on how that complements the overall message of the song?
Certainly. The article highlights how the piano forms the backbone of the instrumentation, and then other elements like the strings and that heartbeat rhythm are subtly woven in. The production never becomes heavy or overproduced. This minimalist approach beautifully mirrors the lyrical theme of stripping back emotional layers. It creates space for the raw emotion to breathe, allowing the listener to fully immerse themselves in Class V's journey.
It's like stepping into Class V's emotional landscape. Yeah. You're surrounded by the beauty and the pain, the vulnerability and the resilience.
Precisely. And this brings us back to the universality of the song's themes.
Yeah.
The article highlights how I Didn't Love Myself resonates with so many people because at some point in our lives,
Right.
we've all struggled with self-love, haven't we?
Absolutely. I think everyone can relate to that feeling of not being enough, of falling short of our own expectations or those imposed upon us.
And music has this incredible power to give voice to those feelings,
Right.
to help us process those difficult emotions. When we hear someone like Class V expressing their vulnerability so honestly, it creates a space for us to acknowledge our own struggles. It's a reminder that we're not alone in our journey.
Music can be such a powerful catalyst for healing.
Yeah.
Right? It allows us to connect with emotions that we might not even have words for.
Yeah.
And sometimes just hearing someone else articulate those feelings can be incredibly validating and empowering.
It's like music becomes a mirror reflecting our own experiences back to us. And in that reflection, we can begin to understand ourselves better, to forgive ourselves, and ultimately to move towards a place of greater self-love and acceptance.
It's amazing how a single song can have such a profound impact on our emotional well-being. But the article also points out that Class V's journey isn't just about this one song. It's about her entire musical evolution. Starting out in the band Soul Trio, then branching out on her own, finding success with those earlier singles.
And now, with I Didn't Love Myself, she's reaching a whole new level of artistry. It's a beautiful evolution to witness, and I think it's inspiring for anyone who's ever felt the need to break free, to find their own voice, and to share their story authentically.
It takes a lot of courage to be so vulnerable, especially when you've already achieved a certain level of success with a different sound. But it's that authenticity that makes I Didn't Love Myself so powerful. And it makes you wonder, what role does music play in our own journeys of self-discovery and healing?
That's such a profound question. The songs that resonate with us, that move us deeply, often reveal something about ourselves, about our own experiences and aspirations. They can be a source of comfort, inspiration, and even guidance as we navigate the complexities of life.
It's fascinating how music can hold such deep personal meaning for each of us. It can be a soundtrack to our lives, reflecting our joys and sorrows, our triumphs and struggles. It makes you think about the power of music to connect us, not just to our own emotions, but to each other. When we hear a song that resonates with our experiences, it reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles, in our joys, in our search for meaning and connection.
It's that shared human experience that makes music such a powerful force. And in a world that can often feel isolating, it's comforting to know that we can find solace and understanding in the melodies and lyrics that speak to our hearts.
Absolutely. And I think Class Vee's I Didn't Love Myself is a testament to that power. It's a song that invites us to embrace our vulnerabilities, to acknowledge our imperfections, and to embark on a journey of self-discovery and healing.
It's a beautiful message, isn't it? And it's a message that we can all carry with us both on and off the dance floor. Whether we're swaying to Class V's soulful melodies or simply navigating the ups and downs of everyday life, we can find strength and inspiration in the reminder that self-love is a journey, not a destination.
And it's a journey worth taking. So if you're looking for a soundtrack to accompany your own journey of self-discovery and healing, I highly recommend checking out Class V's music.
I second that I Didn't Love Myself is a great place to start, but her entire catalog is worth exploring. You'll find a blend of catchy tunes and heartfelt ballads, all infused with her signature soulful sound and inspiring messages.
And of course, we wouldn't be able to delve into these fascinating musical explorations without the incredible support of Dulaxi. Thank you, Dulaxi, for making this deep dive possible.
Yes, a huge thank you to Dulaxi for their commitment to bringing insightful and engaging content to our listeners.
And to all of you tuning in, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Class V's journey of self-discovery. We hope you found it as enriching and thought-provoking as we have. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.